Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the Starcraft Nation. Zoya from the Starcraft Squad, bringing you another professional matchup. Spawning over here as the blue Protoss, close air positions on Lost Temple, is Todd. Don't really know much about him. I remember when I posted a video about him before, and I asked my viewers to post in the comments down below, what he is and stuff. He is an ex-Warcraft 3 player, I believe, and he was really renowned in the Warcraft 3 scene. So it's definitely a great player. He's playing Starcraft 2 now. Obviously, I've casted several of his games. He's an extremely strong player. Some of his builds are insanely amazing. So Todd over here. I couldn't look up his ranks online, so I can't really help you with that one. Over here, though, is mouzMaNa. Mouse is, of course, one of the extremely renowned clan, and mouzMaNa is definitely one of the most well-known from that clan. I do have his ranking loaded up right here on my laptop. He is ranked 24th in the world with 4,052 points on the ladder system, ranked 13th on the European server. So obviously an extremely strong force to be reckoned with. Guy's a beast in the literal sense. He is insane. I love his play. But we are seeing a PvP on Lost Temple. It's been renamed. Like, a lot of people freaked out to me and emailed and stuff like, Zoya, they removed Lost Temple from the ladder pool. They just changed the name of it to, I think, the Shattered Temple. I don't know if they made changes to the map. I'll have to look at it closely when I'm playing. I haven't really done many ladder games since the patch went live. I know they made changes to Lost Temple, or not Lost Temple, Metalopolis, with the smoke at that one entrance to where it's all the way around, so you can't just put a building there to see when a drop's coming. But they've made changes, so they might have made changes to Lost Temple. So Simulator finished here. Simulator finished here. Gateway's finishing similar times here. Cybercore going down for Todd. So he's a little bit ahead on his Cybercore than Mana is, which, every advantage you get adds up. Even though if it's only a couple seconds, eventually, if he keeps this going, he'll be several seconds ahead. But Mana does know its close air positions, and Todd realizes it as well. I wish you could ladder would be set to cross positions constantly. Close air positions isn't as bad as close ground positions, like right here, so at least it's not that. Now, Mana is currently at 71 energy, and so is Todd, so they're both using the same amount of chrono boost. Probably going to force the Cybercore out here as fast as possible. Both players' Zealots are on the field. Warp gates being researched for both players, and both are starting to use their chrono boost. Income tab shows 20 Harvesters versus 20, so it's a mirror image of each of themselves. Todd getting his second assimilator, as well as Todd getting this one. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Todd stealing gas here and getting his own. So we are going to see some heavy gas play from Todd, and Mana being forced off of this one. But he is starting to be on it though with the Stalker and Zealot. We have two more gateways going down for Mana as well as for Todd. Zelmaga Tavern controlled by Mana. Always a very proactive scouter, keeping his eye on the map. Todd's scouting probe is outside the base, seeing nothing going on here, and then we have Todd moving on with the Zealot to control the Zelnaga, forcing the probe to run away. Great reaction time from Mana. The guy didn't even get close. Chrono boost almost finished for both players. We do have Todd slightly supply blocked here, which is going to, of course, put Mana slightly ahead. Twilight Council going down for Mana. Also getting a second Assimilator Finder after killing it off. 3 gates finished for Todd. Cybercore finished as well. So we're going to start having the warp units, floating in consistently. No, we do have Mana's just now finishing. Warping in his 3 gateways now. Gas is finished. Guys preemptively put in gas. Twilight Council almost finished. And a Robo down. Robo going down for Todd as well. Now, builds slightly defer. I mean, we're going to see Mana more gas starved here, so we're probably going to see a few extra Zealots than we would see for Stalkers normally. We're getting Blink extremely quick, actually, so we might just be, saving gas as much as possible, but we are dumping our minerals on these zealots. Robo Bay is almost finished for both players. Blink is about halfway done for Mono. We still don't have any sort of confrontation on the map yet, just both players, you know, microing and macroing up. 29 harvesters for Mono, 25 for Todd. Blink's little more than halfway done now. Robo Bay is pumping out an observer for Mana, but we're slightly supply blocks. We had to wait a couple of seconds for that. No player has decided to take any sort of an expansion yet. Looks like Todd might be. He hasn't spent minerals in quite a while. Scratch that. He just dumped a bunch on Stalkers. Or on a Robo Bay, excuse me. He's going to be getting Colossus. And both players are one-basing extremely hard here. Observer's out for Mana. Blink is finished as well. So, a great play here from Mana. He's going to use the Observer to help his Stalkers blink into his opponent's base. Observer is scouting for Todd right now, is going to see that Mana has a Twilight Council and a Robo Bay, which is going to be a huge advantage. But there's the Observer. Mana picking off that pylon, putting Todd extremely close to supply block here. Todd warping in more units. 3 zealots here at the wall off for Mana, so he's not going to be bringing those over for the help with the fight. So Todd forced to build 2 pylons. He's supply blocked extremely hard right now. This is a pretty scary force from Todd, but if Mana micros this properly, deciding just to get out of there, it's not worth risking the lives of all his Stalkers, even if he blinks them back. Probably won't do much damage. Still no expansion from either player, and Todd, I'm going to go ahead and say he's in a pretty good position right now. Blink Stalkers are scary, but once these Colossus start getting on the field, the more he has, the better. But Mana has a huge lead on the minerals. Todd picking off the Observer for Mana. Great play there. Getting another Observer for Mana. Still no charge, and an expansion going down way over here for Mana. And if this could be good, this could be bad. I mean, it's going to be good if it doesn't get scouted, of course. So let's hope that, for Mana's sake, it doesn't. Now, Mana's doing a great job of here scouting around the middle, constantly moving around, making sure no scouting probes, no expansions go down elsewhere. Keeping good map control here. And Todd's really, you know, just sitting in his base, you know, macroing up as best as possible. He's almost got a second Colossus, and once that second Colossus is on the field, though, it's going to be quite a force from him. Now we're going to have an Observer up here. We're going to be able to blink up into the base. Todd sees that, though, and is ready for it, in position. Second Colossus almost on the field. Pylon over here from Mana. Expansion's 3/4 of the way done. Now Mana's just constantly just keeping these Stalkers moving. They've barely ever stopped moving. He's just poking around, making sure nothing's going on. More Zealots warping in here. And then here comes a small push from Mana. Now, here comes 2 Colossus, though, and we have a lot of Zealots here. This is a huge amount of Zealots, and this is not looking good for Mana. I'm definitely saying Todd has the huge advantage here, especially with these Colossus just eating up these Stalkers so well. Income tab shows 41 Harvesters for Mana, though. He has such an economic lead. Todd has completely cut Harvesters to make this one-base Colossus play extremely strong. Now, we do have a Colossus on the way for Mana, so he's going to try and even the playing field here. But once this third Colossus gets on the field for Todd, he's going to have a huge lead. Picking off another Observer for Mana, that's the second one he's lost. This is not looking good for him. He needs these Observers to, you know, blink up into the base, and the more he has to rebuild them, the better. It's very, very good job for Todd picking these things off. Now we have a huge force coming out here for Todd. And these Colossus are going to be able to do a lot. Third one is almost finished, just now coming out of the Robo Bay right now. Where are you? There you are. And huge lead for Todd right now, army size wide. But if you look at the economy, 43 Harvesters for Mana, 28 for Todd. So Todd needs to make something happen now, or he's going to lose the game. Once, I mean, the expansion's going, he's got double gas. Right now, Todd's in a place to win the game, but if he doesn't react soon, he's not going to be able to. Now we have a little battle over here. Todd's army split. mouzMaNa's doing a good job of poking and running away, but he can only keep that up for so long. And Todd is going to go straight for the main base of mouzMaNa. Now, what's mouzMaNa going to do? Is he going to go for Todd's base, or are he going to go try and defend? This is going to be a hard force to defend against. Todd's doing the perfect timing attack right now. He has his 3 Colossus on the field, and he just needs to commit to this. We have a huge army here from mouzMaNa, though. A lot of Zealots and Stalkers. And we're going to get a good sandwich going on. But we have a blinking Stalkers into the base of mouzMaNa. And we have mouzMaNa over here with his base, just, letting his base get destroyed. He does have the expansion. Now, mouzMaNa in the base, focus firing down that Immortal. Blinking back the hurt ones. In this base, we have Todd just destroying this entire base. We have a huge force over here for mouzMaNa. So, right now, we have a bunch of Blink Stalkers, and then a huge force of Zealots, Colossus, and a few Stalkers over here. So, Todd is pretty much not in a great position right now. There's the Blink, getting 1 Colossus, just devouring it so fast. Focus firing down another one, and then mouzMaNa here comes in with his second force. And right now, it's hard to say who's out on top right now. Income tab shows 16 Harvester 28, so Todd's definitely still in the lead. If you look in his base, he still has 3 warp gates constantly warping in units. He still has a fully saturated base, and over here we don't really have anything. Right now, mouzMaNa chasing Todd away, though. These Colossus are eating these Zealots alive. They don't really have much of a chance here. And then Todd slipping away. mouzMaNa is going to swap to his other base. Todd's going to see here that, oh no, he's expanded. 2 more gateways going down. And it's really hard to say which way this could go right now. Todd has such a huge force here. If we go to the Army tab, several units here, and something I was downloading just finished. I hope it doesn't make any loud noises, but over here we have a lot of Stalkers, a lot of Zealots, but over here we have the same amount with Colossus in the mix, so we don't really know which way this could go. We have Stalkers over here, or Zealots over here doing a good amount of damage. Income tab shows 17 Harvesters with 28. mouzMaNa beginning mining again. Right now we have a huge Harvester lead from Todd. He's got 28 food. He hasn't built a Harvester in quite a while. Over here we still have a lot of facilities just sitting around, though, not being used. And we're getting Colossus for Todd again. So this is really, really could, like, I'm going to say Todd's in the lead right now. A huge amount right now. We got 97 food versus 75, so Todd's definitely in the lead. And this is amazing that he, was able to do that much damage and then end up taking the economic lead. So we have, looks like it's going to be a final push for mouzMaNa. Oh, we're going to have to see how much damage he does here. But Todd just has such a huge force of Stalkers, huge force of Zealots. Even those Colossus are, we have more Colossus for mouzMaNa. We just have such a huge force from Todd. And then there's a GG from mouzMaNa. So great game. Wow, what an amazing play from Todd. Just one-basing his heart out and just dominating this Protoss versus Protoss. So make sure you guys subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at twitter.com/Starcraft Squad. What else can I say? Check out our battle for the viewers. It's you qualify by either beating me in a 1 versus 1. You can send me an email at starcraftsquad@gmail.com saying you want to challenge me. Or you can do one of our little themed events where one of them is sunken pushing your opponent's base, or one of them is a Mothership Archon toilet, one's where you have to do 3 drops simultaneously at the same time. A whole bunch of cool stuff like that. All you have to do is win doing one of those themes or beat me in a match, and you'll qualify for this tournament. 31 places in it, and then the first place of the tournament, once everyone's qualified, is $50, so make sure you check out that. Check out my paid training service. I am top 2,000 in the United States, Master League Random. So it's $8 an hour. So if you have any questions or you want to check out one of these little things, send me an email at starcraftsquad@gmail.com. And yeah, I'm Zoya. See you guys in the next video.